Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morrow. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The give to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Reed. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Going to try to get it himself. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. He's got it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Might be changing the route. Headed for the corner, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Julian saying to throw. Fires to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Runs through a tackle. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they strike first.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Morrow. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Everybody on defense did such a good job on that play, leveraging the football and using the sideline to their advantage. They weren't letting him get north. They forced him east-west, got him out of bounds for a once.
They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
Not to start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Jackson. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Play fake, say it. Oh, they're after him. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
Running inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense in the hurry up. Trying to impose their will with the run. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Throwing Reed. Makes the grab. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got enough for the 1st. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Reed, under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble from the offense is the fumbler. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And the misconnection on third down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Run inside. It's Jackson.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Booster.
Making side adjustments here. Throwing, say it. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Go.
From the gun on third down, say it. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Here's Reed to throw. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Here's a heat. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Kick is in the air. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They use the end around. First play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Say it. He's going for a big play downfield. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play.
Ohio State 10, Texas A&M 0.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll go play action with Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good
Maybe a crease. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Sayin to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the grab in their space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Sayin back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Gets the back moving. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
You got to love this job by the defense here in their own end. They're doing an outstanding job in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. Everybody's getting to their marks. They're breaking on the ball. They forced 3 straight incompletions here with their backs against the wall.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running inside, it's Morrow. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this.
Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now here's Reed. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field there in hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. For the marker on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Aggies will hustle to the line.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Play fake, Reed. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the...
Snags it, and there's running room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback may change this route. Sayin. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Morrow. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have got beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. A&M comes back out with another first down. Reed. Rushes on him. He's got the back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Again, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Quarterback making checks. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43.
Booster, booster. Return. Flash. Right. Go.
Here's Julian Saying to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
30. Jet. Where did he go?
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. just this side of midfield. The defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The offense changing the play. Throwing, say it. Pocket breaking down. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
All right, offense, it's your turn. We got to get something together here. You got to get 2 scores, so they got to work fast. Defense, we just did our job. We just got you the ball back. I know there's still a long way to go, but got to make something happen really quickly.
Looking for a man, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Complete in the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good...
Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
It's caught for the 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Say it. Finds his big tight end. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Buckeyes inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. On the ground, it's Jackson.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Finds his big tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And how
about that? They definitely fooled the defense late in this football game. The clock is their friend. They can just run the football. They go with a little play action, catch them off guard, and Palmer, I think that should do it.
Yeah, it's tough for a defense in that situation, too, because you need to get the ball back, so you have to sell out. And as soon as they saw a run, you saw everybody fly downfield, and there was just no way they were going to be able to defend that pass. Tough situation, but great job by the offense executing at a critical moment, and they get the win.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Powell.